All right, man, we got daily sources coming up. What's happening? There we go. What's good, playback? What's going on with y'all, man? Let me get these topics out the way quick, fast. These are the hottest ones that I've seen so far. And it's Mike Tyson. It seemed like the fight wasn't going to happen. And then all of a sudden, Tyson does an interview and he lets it be known, hey, it's going to happen. We don't know the venue, the platform, but let me share these sources with y'all. And we can get right to it on the early. This is from Bad Left Hook. Let me share this. Says Tyson and Holyfield happening May 29th, according to Tyson. This is the interview. I'm not going to play it, but I want to go through it. The fight is on with me and Holyfield, says Tyson. Holyfield's a humble man. I know that. He's a man of God, but I'm God's man. And I'm going to be successful May 29th. 54-year-old Tyson, who hasn't had a sanctioned fight since 2005, had an exhibition with Roy Jones Jr. last November. We all saw that, a lot of us. But it states here he made it clear that Triller will not be involved and that the show will be put on his Legends Only League, which at this point is a concept more than anything. So he's really trying to push this Legends Only League and definitely is against promoters being in the middle and stuff like that. Tyson been through enough. But Holyfield, it says 58, kept his boxing career active much longer than Tyson did. So I want to get the main stuff from that. Saying here, Teofimo versus Cambosis June 5th, not May 29th, as was previously floated, and it will draw attention and make money if it goes down. So I don't know, with this Triller stuff and everything that's going on with this new exhibition league stuff, it's I'm casual to the shit. You know. So that's the first one. That's good. I guess Tyson and Holyfield going down. Because when you look at other factors going on in like the sport of boxing, it ain't cracking like that. You know what I mean? It ain't really been cracking like that. So when it's all said and done, man, if these dudes ain't trying to push Undisputed, I don't even really want to watch them. But I'm going to get to the next source, and then I'm going to get with the live chat. This next one, man, like, let me pull this up. Y'all bear with me. Let me pull this up. You know what I'm saying? Early as hell on this side. Let me pull this up. Because I want to say shout out to the underground community first off. Because you gotta really be a mature individual to really rock with us the long way. And this next topic right here is why we flame the way we do, is because it's just been a lack of maturity when it comes to the sport of boxing. Certain athletes, they start being successful, and then they start making big mistakes. Big mistakes. And on this side, we always flame, not because we haters or something, because we see the mistakes that they making. And we want all of them to win. But it's about your team, your circle, the choices you make. Money don't make you invincible. Money do not make you mature. Money do not make you a better person. People gonna have to figure that one out. But anyway, junior lightweight titleist Gervonta Davis indicted in 2020 hit and run crash. WBA junior lightweight champion Gervonta Davis has been charged with 14 counts related to an alleged hit and run that occurred in Baltimore last November, the Baltimore City State's Attorney Office announced. This according to ESPN. If convicted of all 14 counts, Davis could face up to 7 years and 55 days in prison. Baltimore City court documents say police responded to a two-car accident just before 2 a.m. on November 5th, 2020, where they found a 2020 Lamborghini SUV crash into a 2004 Toyota Coupe. After watching red light cameras and convenience store cameras and hearing eyewitness counts, police say the Lamborghini driven by Davis ran a red light and ran into the Toyota. Shout out to my twin bro, who hit me with this source first. Police also say that a black Camaro arrived at the scene shortly after the accident and that Davis and an unidentified female passenger transferred items from the Lamborghini to the Camaro, then left the scene in the second car. It says 4 passengers in the Toyota suffered non-life-threatening injuries in the crash, but were transferred to hospital in it says University of Maryland Shock Trauma Center. So they survived. He's facing multiple counts: failure of vehicle driver in accident to furnish required ID, failure of vehicle driver in accident to locate, notify owner of unattended property of damage, person driving motor vehicle on highway on revoked license and privilege, driving motor vehicle on highway without required license authorization, driver failed to stop at steady circular red signal. A lot of different shit. Saying he has a history of legal issues, all of this. Anyway, man. Tell you something, man. There's a lot of stuff. It's just crazy that a lot of these things come up right before a big fight, right? Oh, by the way, 14 counts of leading up into your big fight. Possibly with what, Mario Barrios or whatever, but dudes got to get it together, man. Got to get it together. You know what I mean? This is embarrassing. Like, and it's crazy, right? Because dudes get on the front line for a lot of these athletes. They call them man fans and shit, right? And I don't be understanding why. Like, you don't know these dudes. Like, they gonna get out here, they may do some fucked up shit, and you've been on the front line defending these niggas, and you don't know what they doing behind the scenes. Now you over here, all these Tank Davis, Tank Davis. Till they do some dumb shit, then these niggas hiding. You know what I'm saying? In the bushes like a motherfucker. Because dudes just don't know how to just do you and let them do them. Stop defending the dumb shit. What up, though? Yo, here. You know what? I mean, it just be so ridiculous that I gotta use my what you call it? My African accent here. He's too much ignorance going on in this country. You have to get it together and figure it out. Because if you do not, shit is only going to get worse. Peace, Icon. Tank got to get together. 14 counts. Playback. 14. Goodness gracious. Trav says, I was driving a black Camaro. How dumb we were to think they couldn't identify who owned and drove the vehicle. Oh, shit. Premier Boxing Criminals. Come on. We must do better in life. Better decisions. And see, if he was mature, you would have just stayed there and owned up. But you know what? This is just my opinion. What I think happened, he was drinking. And it would have been completely worse, right? If not only did you cause an accident, running red lights, being reckless, you had alcohol in your system. More than likely. 2 a.m. Come on now. Come on now. Where was you coming from? Speeding in a Lamborghini SUV. Where was you coming from? You know? So it's pretty when you think about it, it's not hard to figure out. But when it's all said and done, I got the Devin Haney disappointment face. To a lot of this disappointment situations going on. So, daily sources. Tyson versus Holyfield going down possibly in May. Tank possibly leaving the free world. You know what I mean? So, hey, we got Tank still out here, man. Says he was going to jail driving with no license and causing an accident and running. Yeah, probably had alcohol in the system. And you know what? The other day, right, I seen interview. It was on the Last Stand podcast with Brian Custer. And Jamal Charlo, he was on there, right? Jamal's funny, right? He a funny dude. But man, he be show talking around like, in one sense, that man said, he big. He walk around. He said, I'm like 178, 180 right now, bro. And then like towards the end of the interview, he was like, you know, I gotta grow into the division, like, you know, at 168. I'm like, what? Like you was talking like, you know, you Gucci, you good. You can go to 168 because you a big dude, you know. Now you gotta, you know, I gotta grow into the. And then I was looking at him, I'm like, was he drinking? I was like, man, them PBC dudes be drinking a lot. Then they out here talking about Errol Spence back drinking now. In the interview, I mean, what was it again? Fight Hub. That dude was they asked him a simple, normal question you ask another champ. Like, you know, hey man, did you talk to Crawford? You know, he here. You know, so fight fans want to see. You know, did you talk to him? Why? I was like, what the fuck? What the hell wrong with this man? Got Derek James pulling his mask down and taking a swig of water. This ain't the most choreographed shit I'd never seen. Nigga, why? Go, 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 go. But anyway, it's just making the brand like maturity, like you making the brand look bad. Like, is that what PBC got? A bunch of dudes that just sip and do coke and miss weight and get, charge after charge after charge after. Damn. These and I mean, at some point, somebody got to step in. Like, bruh, this brand is doo doo. Somebody call Al, bro. Where this man at this point? Now I think it's time to do interviews, fam. Falling back while they out here just destroying the brand. Y'all know me. Like, if it's some bullshit, yeah, rep UGC if you want to. Be on some bullshit. See what happened. Like, you can't rep my brand and be on some bullshit. Maybe Al okay with that. Bob probably low key laughing and shit. Like, man, does he even exist? He was like, Bob Arum, I think it's Sam Watson. He said Al Heyman is Sam Watson. Bob Arum be trolling. He said Al Heyman is really Sam Watson. I bet Sam. That shit funny. He be trolling. But man, fuck that. I had to set the record straight. Like, look, man. What these niggas is doing is what these niggas is doing. This ain't no PB. This ain't the PBC way. Like, I would have to let that be known. Like, this ain't the PBC way. So even though they out here twerking and sipping in interviews and ducking, that's them. But they ducking. They call out shit. That ain't got shit to do with me. That is a fiction. That is a mystery, like my presence at the fights. Y'all need to make that shit disappear in the media, like I'm about to be after this interview. Ghost. So, Al Heyman, man, you gotta speak up for your brand, bro. That's just my opinion. They fucking your brand up. Shit. And they don't give a shit. Disrespectful. It's like having a bunch of kids that's spoiled. You got all these niggas with choker chains and they spoiled, Al. These niggas is spoiled. And they don't know how to act at this point. So you know what you need to do? You need to take away the choker chains, pull back on the high purses, and let these Negroes earn these big paydays until they represent your brand right. The ones that's doing right by your brand, you pay them. But this ain't entertainment at all, bro. That's all I'm saying. This nigga Trav don't have no filter. What's up, actual? Just trying to drop this quick flame, my dude. Y'all subscribe to Actual Facts right here on YouTube, man. It's my bro. BBC, popping bottles constantly. This ain't a good look, bro. That's all I'm saying. I wish everything was cool, so we wouldn't even have to flame at all. Like, you know what I mean? Just get it together. The flame goes away. Get it together, though. Please, please, please. Represent the culture. Represent your brand. Represent for your people, your city. Like, one of the few niggas to make it out of your city, and you doing shit like this. Come on now. Why? Right, LeBron? And he was like, why? Like, no. Every time they do the interview with this dude, it's farms, chickens, cows. Did you talk to Carver? Why? These and PBC, come on, bruh. It's getting worse and worse. Trav, ignorant. Ignorant, dog. Red Glove. Go subscribe to Red Glove. That's my dude. Shout out to Red Glove. Uh-oh. All right, he might have, all right, come on now. Let me drop the link. He might have something to say. That man be visiting like every so often, not all the time. So I only got a little bit of time for you ninjas. I got about 30 minutes. But grand rising to y'all, man. We all still waking up. Let me drop this link. Then we got the International Emotional Man fan coming through. I ain't trying to miss that shit at all. On God. That's on me, baby. You gonna try to roast this man though? All I'm saying is that call out shit is getting old. It is. Hold on. Peace King.
Yo, what up, Black?
Grand rising to you, man. Hey, what time is it out there?
It's 10:30.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Crazy stuff going on, man. What's your thoughts on this PBC brand, man? It's like, if you Al, what do you do at this point? They fucking your brand up.
Well, he the advisor, right? So he need to advise them properly. I've always heard Al Heyman like their father. He gets some houses and does all this shit. So maybe he gotta get these guys some life coaches and Alcoholics Anonymous memberships, lifetime memberships, because all of these guys seem to got the same problems, right? They drink a
Yeah.
lot, they bullshit a lot, they're not active. It's almost it's almost the fourth month, and some of these dudes don't even have fights booked. Nothing.
Yeah, bro.
And
For real.
so they gotta find something to pass their time. I think this with Tank happened last year or like a year before. When did this happen? Last year?
Last year, November.
But it's like, yeah, these guys don't have nothing to do. They're not active people. So all they do is drink bullshit, and the man fans run around. Oh, they're young. I remember when Errol Spence took his L to the car, right? You had people saying, "Oh, nothing wrong with Errol. He cool. Nothing wrong with him." I was like, so you're telling me that man walked out of that crash unscathed? Till you started seeing pictures of Errol Spence laid up in the hospital bed, his skin off, his whole face bruised up, his teeth cracked, and all this shit. And it's like, this is this type of stuff that these stands want to back up and encourage Tank and these people, right? Listen, Tank Davis, this is not supposed. Tank Davis walked across a celebrity basketball game court and physically assaulted his ex on CCTV, on all types of cell phone footage, all types of shit. Beat up this chick, dragged her to the back, swung on her behind there. So why wouldn't this be normal for Tank Davis? This is just what these dudes do. It's a bunch of kids, a bunch of dudes with some money, but no direction. Who gonna advise them? Who gonna check them? You don't really see this with other promotions, though. You really don't see this with other promotions. You don't see this. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, man, it's like no guidance, no direction. It's just like you were saying, like a lot of these guys don't even have no fights booked. It's like, what's going on at this point, man? Like, is this the sinking of the ship? Is this the beginning of the end when it comes to this PBC side? Because it's just getting worse and worse. I mean, hey, we got AB coming back. So I don't know. Is there some life there? I mean, but we know he can't stay out of the issues with the law and all of that stuff. So at this point, man, it's like I don't know what's going on.
People are gonna tell you how they background, they come from this place, so you can't really. I'm like, I don't buy none of that, right? Not because you come from a certain background means you have to maintain a certain attitude, right? And cool, because these dudes choose to stay around the same people. They have multiple examples of what not to do, and what to do. But
Oh,
hold on. Go ahead. My bad.
oh crap.
No, go ahead and continue your. Hey, you know it's me, baby. What's going on, Cole? Good morning, UGC Black BHP. It's me, baby. The international man fan. You know what it is. The person. P for person. PP.
Jeez.
On baby.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm
that
saying?
baby go everywhere with you, dog. Damn.
Hey, all day, every day. Listen, no, go ahead and finish your thought, baby. You was cooking.
With his baby
Thank you,
belly
sir.
backpack.
I appreciate that. But then, listen, man. But this is something that seems to be common because people forget Deontay Wilder choked up a chick way back when. People don't remember that. Way back when Deontay Wilder choked up some chick.
Heard
So
about that.
this is kind of something that's been happening to a lot of these dudes. And disappointment, but people gonna tell you, oh, you can't blame them, man. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people who support them would do the same dumb shit, right? So they back up people like Tank and Errol. If Errol Spence is back drinking, that got to be the most selfish shit in the world. Not not even his career, bro. Bro, you got children. You almost lost your life in a car because of drinking. And if you really back drinking, you gotta be the most selfish MFer in the world. I'm telling you.
Man, bro. It's crazy, man. And I was just thinking about this earlier about like on this side, like say for instance with me, like with somebody out here repping UGC, but they out here doing some wild ass shit. You think I'm not gonna speak up or check that shit? It's just crazy. But also, the difference between us on this side, we got a level of maturity. And you can see guys like Tank. It don't matter that he's popular. That don't make him a mature individual. Like the mature thing would have been there to just own up to his mistake and handle that business. Or mature thing was not to be driving at all if your license is suspended in whatever situation. You rich, man. You could pay anybody to fucking drive you around.
Question for you, Black. Did this happen before or after the Errol Spence shit? With the flipping the car? This happened before or after? So you saw Errol Spence go through that.
Exactly.
Here you come, right behind that. All right.
Exactly. There is no, like you say, no direction. There's no accountability. That's just like nobody is. And then it's like it seemed like there's always alcohol involved in the situation. Even though he fled the scene, but come on, 2 a.m, where was you coming from? Where was you coming from? You know what I'm saying? More than likely the club from popping, and you wanted to just put your Lamborghini, put some speed behind that, and you injured 4 people. And
Amen. Black, you ain't never lied. Cause these cats out here, they living fat, on their choker chains, just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With that Skrilla in Manila and everywhere else, except that ring. Oh my God. Come on, baby.
Yeah, come on, man.
It's not gonna be no free meals. You got to earn that dough. And you gotta fight more often.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna deter his fight with potential, with Mario Barrios or whatnot, but we'll see. But it seemed like right before they have a fight coming up, some kind of situation with the law arise, like, oh shit, he got this coming up, like AB. Seemed like every time he had a fight coming up, he had some law situation to deal with at the same time. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, who over there is really setting the good standard for PBC? If Errol back here out here drinking and acting like top champs and pound for pound guys don't exist. You got Tank, fighting WBA regular champs, pulling up little guys out here, pulling up chicks in events. He out here reckless driving. Who's the example? You got Deontay Wilder twerking and or whatever else. He's blaming conspiracy, whatever. Who is the guy that is the face of PBC. That's that good standard that they should look up to.
I don't know what to tell you, because even with this picture that I see circulating with Deontay Wilder, I guess his man fans are going crazy over some pictures he put up with him reclining with a wine bottle and a gun on a table. I'm like, what kind of pictures are these? Like, what kind of pictures are these, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there ain't no examples. All these guys are on the same shit. Wilder likes guns, alcohol, and shaking his ass, right?
Yeah,
I disagree with Paul Vincenti. I completely disagree with that person. I completely disagree with that person. That's nonsense.
Paul says boxing attracts the wrong culture if one wants to breed character into youth.
Nonsense.
Do you agree with that, Icon?
No, of course not. Boxing has done more. You hear people talk about how boxing helped them get off the street. Boxing helped them get some discipline in their life. Boxing gave them structure. Like, for instance, Keyshawn Davis' mother, right? She has like 3 sons, and they're all in boxing or something like that. And she said, I needed somewhere to put these kids because they were going to get in trouble. And she put them in boxing. Same thing for like Raymond Ford, right? Who was with Matchroom. He says, I was getting in trouble in school all the time, and my mother was like at her wit's end, and she took me to the boxing gym and said, you're gonna have to be there. And he says that essentially gave him a structure, someplace to go. Anthony Joshua, gold medalist, 2-time unified champ, said boxing saved his life because he was out there, selling his little weed, getting into trouble. He was on his way to jail. You know what I'm saying? On his way to jail, right? So the character of the person is just them. But boxing is not something you talk about how it doesn't breed good character and all this bullshit. It's nonsense. It's nonsense.
Yeah. Real quick before I read this comment, I want to shout out my members, Sporting Advantage and Ronald Finkley. Shout out to y'all, man. Hopefully y'all having a good day. Paul Vicente says there are some great clubs out there doing it right, but too many clubs, promoters, and coaches see boxers as a product. Yeah, so maybe the negative outweighs the positive when it comes to the clubs and doing the right stuff. But like Iron Cone said, I mean, boxing has done tremendous things for some families and some people who are less fortunate. What they say is a poor man's sport. People can come from nothing and actually reach the heights and be better than do big things that they never thought was possible just by getting in the ring. So it just depends what perspective you're looking at. COVID not helping. Boxers are tuned to fight. Without fights, they need an outlet. Without guidance, they get in trouble.
I agree with that.
Definitely on that PBC side. This outlet needs to not be the club and alcohol.
I mean, you can have different outlets, right? You can have different outlets. And I just said that. Like, these dudes don't have nothing to do, right? They don't have no fights booked. They don't have nothing to do. But if your outlet automatically is criminality, drinking and all this shit, that's kind of on you, right? Because all these dudes are grown men, adults. And at some point, we got to say, bro, it's your fault. Errol Spence flipped a car. Errol Spence had he has his father in his life. I don't think Errol Spence came from no broken home and all that. He had his father in his life. He talks about people come from Jamaica, right? So Errol Spence does have some level of structure in his life. He chooses that for himself. He chooses to be this way. He has a family, right? He chooses this. If you need an outlet, stay on your ranch. See how you could be the best cow, the most powerful cow. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Your outlet don't have to be drinking and all this dumb shit. That's your fault, sir. You're an adult. And at some point, we gotta say it's your fault because, hey, look, COVID happened. A lot of people from Top Rank wasn't fighting. A lot of people from Matchroom wasn't fighting. But for some reason, you don't see the Top Rank dudes getting in these issues. Shakur had an issue some years ago. He stomped some dude out in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Heard nothing from Shakur since then. And Shakur is about the age of people. He's much younger than these dudes, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Matchroom was off for a while. You ain't hear none of Eddie Hearn young prospects getting into no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So what is it about this PBC culture and this group that they have over there that they just love it? You see Jamal Charlo being drunk multiple times on camera. Call out. You want to fight me?
Yeah.
You want to fight me? Come to the Wilder. Come to the Wilder fight.
Come to the water fight.
Let me take another swig.
And he looked drunk in his last interview with Brian Custer on the Last Stand podcast. So I was like, man, you know, he was just talking kind of all just, it was crazy. He a funny dude, but you know, them guys over there. But on the other source, with the Tyson Holyfield, what y'all feel about that? Like Tyson really trying to push his with the Legends Only League, and he's let it be known that he would not be doing nothing with Triller. So, you know, with that being said, you know, I don't know, maybe it's gonna I got a feeling it's gonna end up being on like the Zone or something like that. But we got to see. But I mean, hey, that's good for them old guys, man. Getting the bag. Shit.
Hey, pull up Trav's comment just now.
Trav?
Yeah.
Errol has an outlet outside of boxing. Did y'all see that escort he was with at the hooker fight?
Yeah, I did see Trav. How you know that's not his girl, Trav? How you know that's not
That's
his
a girl, I think, man. Shut up, bro. Trav crazy.
Don't do that, Trav. But hey, real talk though, all these chicks that these guys get almost look the same.
That being said, you know, I don't know, maybe it's gonna. Oh,
Black.
What'd you say, Arcon?
Almost all these dudes, all they chicks they got on their arm look the same. Look
nah.
Light skin, long hair, light skin, kind of racially ambiguous. You know, they all look the same.
They all go for the same type.
They go on Instagram and look for all of them who follow each other and just pick from this one catalog. They look the same. Devin Haney, same thing.
Jeez, man. Hey, you know. Hey, man, they like what they like, man. PBC way. Like. It's the PBC way, I guess. But, shout out to Toby in a live chat. Got one of my members out here at Sporting Advantage. What's happening? Y'all go sub to Sporting Advantage. Paul say, guys, I think about Cus D'Amato and how you try to build character into Tyson to match Tyson's skills. But when Tyson lost Cus, he gradually lost it. We need to build more of this Cus culture. Yeah, man. I mean, most definitely.
That's a good Paul bring that up, because that was the first thing I thought of when, you know, he brought up, you know, his first his second comment, you know, boxing attracts the wrong culture, one, you know, to breed character in youth and stuff. So I think, you know, because, you know, more individuals like-minded in that spirit of a Cus, you know, that mentality to guide and foster some kind of positive reinforcement and fatherly figure for a lot of these boxers. Because a lot of these boxers, they missing that figure in their life too. You know.
You know what I wanted to say to add to that. You make some good points. Actually, what I wanted to add to that was it seems like the value of like real coaches is almost gone. It's almost like you got these man fans, right, actual, and these cheerleader ass type of coaches. Like, yeah, you good, you the best in the world, woo woo. But like the one that's gonna be like the big uncle or that other father figure that's really gonna get on your ass when you fucking up and keeping you, you know, almost had that militant type of approach, you know, to keep you in line. But it ain't really got, it's not really that energy that much out here. It's more like you the man, you the guy. I do what you tell me to do. At least that's my perspective. What I get from this era now, you know. It's not really like they got the respect of the coach. It's more like the coach gotta give all the respect and make sure that the champ is happy. You know?
Right. Yeah. I agree with that. It's it's kind of a yes man kind of mentality era, right? And you see it a lot in boxing nowadays. And people think, well, I'm gonna do this because I want to get to where this individual is at, so I got to do it his way,
Yeah.
because that way works. No, that way works for them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So it's, crazy.
I would say though, Mike Tyson also talks about how Cuss a lot of the times mentally manipulated him, and it wasn't a great thing. Like something like tricking him into telling him like you could never beat George Foreman. You could never beat him. He said that's one of the reasons why he never fought George Foreman, because Cuss had such a mental hold on him, right? That it wasn't always good, because Cuss would break him down when he felt like it, and also had the ability to build him back up. But I get what y'all are saying, but there's also two sides to that with this whole Cuss D'Amato thing. You don't make Cuss seem like he was some great dude like that. He also had a certain hold on Mike Tyson that was kind of weird. I'm saying in a way where he could trigger Mike Tyson when he felt like it, right? So what I'm saying, like people like Tank though, when you got someone like Leonard Ellaby, like I remember going back to the Tevin Farmer saga. Tank was on, and I'll probably find the interview again where I was asking Tank why you didn't take the money from Eddie Hearn, and Tank said he didn't see no offer. So he said, I didn't see the offer. My team didn't show it to me, so it couldn't have been that good. And I'll never forget that, because it shows like, these people don't care about Tank, man. You know what I'm saying? They want Tank to do what they want him to do when they want him to do it. And they sit around, they're not really guiding Tank. They're not guiding him. Leonard Ellaby, I think Santos said it right. As long as the champ's happy. Remember, that's what Breland said, right? That that was the mentality around Wilder with JD. Wilder would come in his room and Wilder would call ahead, and J Diaz would tell them the champ's in a bad mood today. Don't say nothing to him. Damn. And it's this kind of weird, like this weird vibes. You know what I'm saying? Very strange. Very strange.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. What's up, Sporting?
Yeah, what's up, guys? See, the topics today are a little bit disheartening. I haven't read too much into what's actually going down with Tank, but I'll definitely catch the playback and see what's going on. But yeah, man, he just can't stay out of trouble.
Yeah, man, it's just constant. Red Glove, what's happening? It'd be like the like the reporter, you'd be like, back to you, Al, and then take them like three seconds. Like,
Ray,
oh yes,
we'll be right back with you guys.
Right.
Ray, you there?
Yeah, for some reason it was like I couldn't hear nothing. So all of a sudden I could hear you though.
Cool. RGM. What's happening?
I was worried he may have got hit by Tank or something.
That might actually be my next parody. I might do something about Tank.
Damn, there's so much. Yeah, so flame a shame to Tank for not being a responsible citizen, man, and doing the right thing, not driving responsibly, and for fleeing the scene. So at the end of the day, man. We got to see what's gonna happen with this, but boy, this could be he could be gone from this for a good little while.
Yeah, I know. I know a lot of people like to exaggerate, but I've seen people like, "Oh, he's gonna be gone for 10 years," and all types of crazy stuff so far. But we'll have to see what happens. He may have not even been driving. They
say he was though. They said he was. I went through the source, but yeah, the surveillance and all that definitely caught him driving.
Oh, they got him on surveillance.
Surveillance, and then another car showed up and they took all the stuff from the damaged Lamborghini, put it in the Camaro, then they drove off in the Camaro and shit. So
But Black, let that young man do what he do.
he didn't live. Stop hating.
It don't matter if it causes other people to die as long as he lives.
Right. They all right. They lived. Stop hating.
Yeah, it's just like we can't treat these guys can't be exempted from, like they shouldn't be able to get away with murder. Which it's not murder, but it's just a cliche, it's just a saying. Like these guys, when it comes to certain behaviors, it shouldn't be acceptable just because they're boxers.
Yeah, yeah.
And let's keep it real, they're not even, I mean, they're celebrities, yes, but come on now, like they ain't on the level of like The Rock, Johnny Depp, like they ain't no fucking, they ain't like celebrities like that. They're more celebrities of like our community. The only ones who could really lay claim to being like celebrities like AJ, Canelo, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, but he's retired. Like they can make that claim, but like Errol Spence and Tank Davis, they ain't on the level of them guys, and they ain't on the level of nobody like no Chris Evans or anybody like that. Like, they're like the middle class. We're like the lower class. They're the middle class, and you got the upper echelon. And I'm just talking about in celebrity status, not they. I heard I heard Blood Boxing talking about Errol Spence. He's like, he only got $7 million. I know people in my real life that got more money than that. So
Yeah, shout out to Blood, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was cracking.
Yeah, no more sports cars for boxers, man. They clearly cannot drive.
I mean,
they
really,
need to, right? Like they can get it, right? Sporting advantage, but let somebody else drive the shit. Like you.
But
just,
how else you gonna show your wealth, right? How else you gonna show how much money you supposedly got? Because a lot of these dudes,
they can go IG live Iron Cone with their ice on.
Hold
like
on,
they normally do.
Right. A lot of these guys are trained to wear their wealth on their person. So my wealth, I have to have this car too. Otherwise, people gonna say, like I remember when the whole when he was fighting Gamboa, he pulled up in I guess the same black Lambo or whatever. And people are like, man, look at Tank, man. Tank doing well. Young black man doing successful. I'm like, because he got a Lamborghini? Because he got a Lamborghini? Right. He's a young, successful black. I'm sure Tank's finances are effed up. If this dude stops boxing today,
damn,
poor within a year.
Damn. Niggas be fiending for a fight. Please, can I have a fight, man? Please.
And that goes for people like Errol Spence and them too. These guys are acting like they like young sprites. Tank ain't that young. Tank almost 30. He's not that young, right? He on the wrong side of 20. He heading into his 30s now. And these dudes are acting like, yeah, man, he's a successful black man. He got a Lamborghini. Bruh, if Tank not going to see no jail time, but if he does see jail time, this is detrimental to him.
Yeah, and I'm sure he didn't buy that, or I don't know. I don't know if he owns a Ferrari, but he's going to have a lot of damages to pay for on that side as well.
Damn, he fucked that car up, man.
Well, here's the thing. These guys, they have to realize it. Everybody matures at different times mentally. But at some point, you have to start acting like an adult. You got to fucking grow up. And this hit and run shit and yanking up your baby mama in front of everybody at a basketball game and stuff like that's the kind of shit that you might do when you're in high school and that's why it's important for you to like reprimand your kids. When your kid does something wrong and you don't say shit, then they think it's okay, and then they end up 30 years old in jail because they don't know how to act right, and not to say that just because you raise them right that they're gonna act right, but it's you have a much higher success rate when you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You made a good point though. Handle them when they kids. Shit. Some people just be letting their kids just do any fucking thing. Then they get a hold of some money and they think they own the world and shit.
Yeah. And here's the thing though, money, don't get me wrong, it's good to have money, but at the end of the day, like money can't buy you common sense. It can't buy you book smarts, and it can't buy you street smarts. Like, look, it just within the past couple years, we lost people like Pop Smoke. You also had XX Extension, and there's some others who they got killed by nobodies, and really, in the two cases I just mentioned, those could have been easily avoided. There's no reason for you to be out in the streets letting everybody where you're at that particular moment. And there's no reason for you to be like, oh, isn't that what Pop Smoke did? Like a week before he died, he's like, this is my address.
Well, no, it was just unfortunate. They got him on an Instagram, like the Instagram caught his address, but no, he didn't
okay.
on it.
Okay, and in that case, that's a little bit different. But that's why, like me, I'm 35. I'm young enough to where I can enjoy the social media shit, but I'm old enough to remember what it was like not to have it, and I can live without it.
Right.
So a lot of these kids, they feel like this is what life is. And it's like, everybody don't got to know what you're doing at all times. Everybody don't got to know when you're getting Subway. People don't got to know what's on your mind all the time. Like, I'm for real though, like kids who are growing up with Facebook, they think that that's like a normal thing. You go on Facebook and it says, what's on your mind? I have a Facebook. I haven't posted on that shit in probably like 3 or 4 years. Real talk. Cause I don't need it. I come on here and I talk my boxing shit, but I also keep my privacy. It's one of those things you gotta be smart with it. Yep. Social media can be a tool, but don't allow it to become an accessory to your own demise.
Shout out to the mature boxing heads up in this motherfucker, man. Shout out to Red Glove, real shit.
Yeah, I might make songs about stupid shit, but I try to be as helpful and smart as I could be.
Right.
Yeah, Red, we're really gonna need you to start cleaning those songs up.
Hey, it's not my fault if Aram told the fans they could fuck themselves. That's just a quote. That's just a quote from, and that man, what, 190?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I saw just real quick. I saw something on YouTube. This is completely unrelated. Somebody showed a tombstone where, according to that tombstone, the person was 137 years old when they died.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, 137. Shit.
Yeah, 137.
I mean, you gotta have the fucking vitality for that, though. Like, you gotta find a will to live that long.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because some motherfuckers don't even, like, 137 years. Shit, somebody don't even want to be here that long. Some people. Shit.
Yeah, you got to think, like, past your 90s, you're not really going to be able to do much. Well, unless you're Bob.
I don't know. My girlfriend's grandfather, he's 94. That dude is still walking. He goes out and dances. Now it's like old people dance.
Yeah, you gotta be active. Like, you can't just be one of them 103-year-olds that just sit down all day and shit.
Yeah, my understanding is that for the longest, he didn't get groceries from the store. He grew his own shit. He grew his own vegetables and when he could, he had like his own chickens and shit. He kind of like kind of like actual facts.
Yeah.
Actual facts is living that
Oh,
life
yeah.
right now. He grows his own produce and all that. But that's what my girlfriend told me, that for the longest he like will grow tomatoes and stuff.
He got
And
to talk about what he got in his Gabe Rosado voice. I got tomatoes and oranges, B.
Got all that shit. Why you think I whooped Danny Jacobs' ass and they robbed me again? Without no gun and no knife, B. But I got the slash on my face, so they gave him the fight. Nah, fuck that. Eat my dick, son. Give me my fucking rematch. Bitch ass.
Yeah, they do. They do owe your rematch, Rosado. They do owe your rematch, game. Trust me. Danny got to run it back.
Running back promotions. That's what
Put
I'm
that,
talking
put that
about.
on the
Justice for Rosado.
Now who's the road runner? Now who's the road runner? Road runner. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Danny. You want to go after Jamal? He don't even want it. You don't know. I got robbed from him too. I beat Maul. Charlo. Y'all know what this is? They scared.
Hey, fellas.
Benavidez is next. 168, baby.
Hey, fellas.
I gotta go. Baby. Ya tú sabes.
I gotta get on Iron Cone shit right now. I gotta go make some coins, man. But y'all want to shout anything out, man? Y'all got some you know what I'm saying, some events coming up which y'all want to unplug?
No, man, I just jumped on to chop it up with you guys for a little bit. Got White versus I guess Povetkin 2 this weekend, so it should be pretty interesting. But yeah, thanks for having me on, Black.
We're gonna definitely be back before then. But yeah, for sure. Red Glove.
Yeah, same here. I just wanted
some stuff, man, coming up.
Was that to me or to Iron? Or...
Yeah, to you, man. You got anything about to drop?
I just dropped something a little while ago. I'm keeping my videos simple for now, just for now. But yeah, I did drop the prediction on that very fight. So if y'all interested, go ahead and go check it out. And probably gonna do a parody for next week. You know, have one drop next week. So, but yeah, for the most part, I came over here just to contribute to the conversation. Thank you so much for opening your platform. Everybody hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the channels tab. Black got some good channels on there. But peace, everybody.
And y'all don't forget, Red Glove has a Red Glove Media cracking off. And he got some of the best editing, best content that you will see on YouTube. And if you want to get some content produced and you're not into that, Red Glove can do it for you. He got some affordable prices for you. So check him out, Red Glove Media. My bro Iron Cone, man, he be having the morning rambles, lunch rambles, evening rambles, whenever rambles, man. But I'm glad you came on, man. You got anything coming up?
Nothing coming up, man. Today's I'm gonna go home now. Today's my mother-in-law's funeral.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna go and hey, y'all get yourself checked out because she passed in her sleep. She died, I guess, because complication from cancer. They found that shit when it was already stage 4. Y'all go get checked out at the doctor. Don't listen to these people on here telling you no dumb shit about don't go doctors and all this conspiracy theories and all this bullshit. Go get yourselves checked out. You never know what's wrong when you get your blood work done and all of that. She was a fairly young woman in her 50s, and now she's gone. So go get yourselves checked out. I did my blood work the other day. Confirm what I already knew, that, you know, my father left in his inheritance for me, not money, not all that, but bad cholesterol. So I can't eat no goddamn eggs as I want to eat my eggs and bacon and all that. So, hey, get yourselves checked out and all of that. All right. Black Santos, peace, man. No rambles today. I'm gonna go iron clothes today.
All right, man. We'll be looking forward to it when it comes, though. Shout out to Iron Cone for dropping that message on us too. And then my bro from another, man, Actual Facts, man. I appreciate you, brother, always, man, coming through, showing mad love. This man actually supports me behind the scenes, man. You know what I mean? So like a lot of the ones that you know what I mean? Like I can't even shout out Actual enough because this dude has been in my corner from day one. So I appreciate you, actually.
No doubt, man. Likewise,
So,
bro. Appreciate you, man, for having me on. Listening to me and giving me a platform to share my thoughts and all that. And you know, there's always love, man. All
Mikasa,
day,
su casa. Yes, sir.
no doubt. Shout out to all y'all in the comment section, man. Always, hitting that like button and listening in. Yeah, man. This past weekend or whatever, with the Hooker and Virgil fight, man. That fight, that was a good fight, man.
Hell yeah.
And not to toot my own horn, but I called that, seventh round. Exactly how I panned that fight out in my head is exactly how that fight went. I was like, man, he's gonna break this dude. He probably literally break this dude down. What happened? He broke him down, and I was like, damn, fuck, man, that shit happened exactly. I'm like, yo,
Hey, that's
break
how I
him
go
down.
down over here, man.
It goes down like that, man. I don't know, but I'm not no damn Nostradamus or whatever like that. I just,
Hey, sometimes.
Try to logically break some shit down, But
Actual
anyway, man,
dominance.
actual dominance or whatever. Maybe, yeah.
Depends on the fight, right? Depends on the
Depends on the
event.
fight. There's sometimes it'd be no, he was an actual dumbass on that one. The fuck was he talking about?
Yeah,
Look what
right.
happened. And even give it Sunday kind of shit. Oh, look at you.
He actual picked wrong, nigga.
That shit was like wrong. Actually wrong.
Actually wrong that time.
Yeah.
But he was actually right this past time. Hey, well, we got a great one coming up this weekend, so we're gonna be back for it. We're gonna call it. We're gonna be here, entertaining, commentary. Y'all know we do the UGC way, but as far as the PBC way, hopefully they get it together. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear. Oh, shout out to AB. You know what I mean? But before I go, I gotta say I don't want to hear no more call Al. I just want Al to show up, shut the whole shit down, let it be known. Out all of these niggas, man. You know what I mean? Just what's that nigga? Takashi, all of these niggas, man. Just to snitch on all of them. Like this nigga ducking, he ducking, all that call out shit. That's bullshit. Don't stop including me. You know what I mean? But that's all we got, man. That's all we got. It's your boy BHP. It's your boy Actual. The whole clique. Once again, like Red Glove stated, y'all visit that channels tab. Nothing but fire content. Not only am I just, network with good people, they got channels as well. They got content, they contribute. And one thing we all got in common, we real individuals, man. It's just about true media. Ain't about the fake shit and trying to get on the front line for somebody who gonna catch a case in 2 weeks or some dumb shit. It's just about staying true to the sport, bringing y'all the entertainment, and just doing it the UGC way, man. Y'all know how we do. But we'll see y'all soon, man. We're gonna be back for the fights this coming weekend. So y'all have that notification bell hit. Make sure y'all sub and hit the like button. Shout out to the whole playback gang for sticking with us, man, all the way through. Peace.
Peace.